Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said this a few times, maybe about 15, and that is when NATO or the Ukrainians will start losing, then NATO will need fresh blood. And I also said that when the Ukrainians were run out of men to be killed in the name of interest that they don't even know why they're fighting, they think they're fighting for their country and their nation. No, they actually fight for something else, foreign to them. So when they are going to lose their nation and there's going to be decimated, NATO, the guys in charge, will look for fresh blood. And I said fresh blood will be acquired from the Poles, willing to fight, the Baltic states, who will be destroyed in about 2 minutes, and Romanians, maybe Hungarians, maybe Slovaks. The Slovaks will not fight, the Hungarians will not fight, so remains the idiots, Romanians, the Poles who have balls, and the big mouths Baltic states, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. Unless until then we got Georgia having a little uprising and change of heart in the Caucasus, and we're gonna have Armenia following through, which will try to destabilize and open a second front for the Russians. Romanians have been quiet almost the entire 2 years of this war, but because the war is not going well, the Ukrainians have problems with General Zaluzny. The Ukrainians don't want to fight for the interest or for other Zelensky Steins. It seems like the Americans must, Al Capone must, activate others. The Poles are a little bit too far. They're going to activate the Romanians. The Romanians woke up yesterday after Al Capone pushed the shit button, and the Romanians said, I'm here, okay. And what did they say? We have the Romanian guy in charge of the military saying, the Russians will attack us. We need to prepare for war. Hoorah! Ready? All right. Now, after this beautiful introduction, I will have 2 articles plus some information, interesting information about the guy in charge of the Romanian military. You're going to be surprised. Not. We start with this article. Ukrainska Pravda, 1st of February 2024. Romanian General Staff Chief says Putin will not stop. He knows. Hey, mofo, can you tell me the winning numbers for the next lottery? If you know Putin will not stop, do you have a crystal ball somewhere? Your wife is reading in your bowls. What's going on? Is shining them, leaking them? What is she doing? How do you know that? Oh, you're not the first idiot who says that and try to create panic. Okay, keep creating panic. That works better. Remember, hate and panic and being afraid of works much faster and better moving people around than fight for love. Do this for the good. Nah. No, you're gonna be done. This is gonna be, that's coming to attack you. You're gonna be done, man. Come this way. I save you. Hop in the sack. Let's go. Another idiot. All right. Not stop and calls to prepare for war with Russia. I would like to hear his evidence. You know what his evidence will be? Putin attacked Ukraine unprovoked, creates problems in Transnistria. Therefore, for my brain of a general, that means he wants to attack us. But hey, if that would be the logic, then the United States should be more prone to attack you than these guys, because the United States attacked and bombed Yugoslavia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, now the Houthis is going to be in the Far East. These guys are everywhere. So if you go by that logic, which I'm pretty sure that's the only logic they tried to use it, then you got the Americans who started more shit than everybody else. So I got to find something else. Oh, logic, not putting, okay, we don't need to use that. Okay, oh, scare tactic, that's all it is? All right, got it. Got the memo, my bad. General Gheorghiță Vlad, that's his name, Gheorghiță Vlad, Romania's Deputy Chief of Defense Staff. Vlad, hey, Vlad, Vladimir Putin, Vlad the Impaler, none of those, nah. Romania's Deputy Chief of Defense Staff believes, oh, that's the right term, believes, I believe the pigs can fly too, that the Romanian people, like all Europeans, should prepare for the potential spread of Russian aggression. Potential. Believe. which Putin will escalate if he wins in Ukraine. He knows that. How do you know Putin will escalate that? How do you know? Do you know Putin? You know, oh, his behavior. Well, as I said, if you go by behavior, we got an habitual offender across the Atlantic. Oh, that's your boss? My bad. Must be good, right? Remember, Romanian people, like all Europeans, prepare for potential spread of aggression. Prepare, guys, go and buy toilet paper. Oh, Romanians don't use toilet paper? Well, I was in Romania, so I know, okay. Gheorghiță Vlad, in an interview with the Romanian service of Radio Liberty. Romanian service of Radio Liberty. Radio Liberty, you know, oh my God, I'm going to go back to this. Anyway, Vlad emphasized that Russia has become a problem for the world. Really? How about Bangladesh? How about Zimbabwe? How about South Africa? How about Brazil? How about Chile? I don't know. What do you think? How about Mexico? Problems those? How about Thailand? How about Vietnam? There's a lot more than 3 countries on this planet, baby doll. That's why he's a general. So has become a problem for the world order and for democracy. You're talking about democracy? Come to the United States and see how democracy works. All right. The population of Romania, like the entire population of European Union and Europe, should be worried, and we should take appropriate measures to be ready. He said in a statement. Why? Why? Why do you scare us? Convince me. You have to convince me in a democracy. You know, you persuade people with logic, with information, knowledge. You just say something. Now it's time for you to bring the evidence. I'm listening. If he wins in Ukraine, maybe the other guys are attacking Russia and Ukraine. Through Ukraine, do you know that? Is it possible? No? NATO expanding? No? Gheorghiță, you are born, I saw that, in 1969. Okay, so that makes you what? About 54 years old? Take it easy. 54, 55. The Romanian General Staff Chief emphasized that if Russia wins in Ukraine, it will most likely attack Moldova, escalating the situation in the Western Balkans. So when we were in grade school, actually in secondary school, we used to do geometry. And in geometry, you would do like this. This is the hypothesis, then you got the conclusion, and you have to demonstrate it. So you got the evidence, you got the conclusion, you have to demonstrate that, you know, the conclusion is based on the evidence that you have. You have to reach the conclusion. You have to put things together in geometry. So that's how the problems works. This is your data, and this is the conclusion. Now you make it fit using rules like logic and so on. Those were geometry rules, theorems, and so on. Here, this guy has to convince us that if he wins here, by what kind of logic directly that is, how should I put it, will spring into, will be the conclusion of, will be fucking the word I'm looking for. Be the direct consequence. So if he wins over there, that's the direct consequence attacking Moldova. Why not Poland? Because it's bigger? Well, it's more land. You see, you gotta convince. You don't convince me, Vlad. You're a general. That's why, maybe. The Romanian military leadership urged NATO countries to replenish arms stocks to prepare the population, most likely by instituting voluntary military service for the entire population. Let me show you the Romanians. Romanian military leadership urged NATO countries to replenish arms stocks. That means you guys are going to work to buy weapons from the contractors that sponsor the leaders in Washington, D.C. that tell you what the fuck you do. Democracy, okay? And prepare the population. That's you. That's you. Most likely by instituting voluntary military service for the entire population. Good job, man. Good job. Maybe they're going to train you like the Spartans. I strongly doubt that. Now again, right here, similar statements, because there was an order given, recently been made by military leadership of many other countries in Europe only. In Europe only. For instance, Boris Pistorius, he doesn't work for the Germans. Federal Minister of Defense in Germany said that might attack NATO country in blah, blah, blah. Swedish, all right, Norway. This guy, okay, and more than that. Now, that's the first one. Let's go to the second article. Ukraine Forum, this is the guy. Moldova could become Russia's next target. Yeah, could become. But also you, Romania, could become US's next target. Because US attacked those guys. So you might be next. Oh, no, you already are occupied by them. By us. You're already occupied by those guys. You're not independent, man. So the head of Papi said that. All right. He said Wednesday that in case Russia wins the war against Ukraine, Moldova could become its next primary target. Yes, it could. But you know how you can do that? You can save Moldova just like this. You say, we unite with you, and therefore you're going to be part of NATO, and Putin will not dare to attack Moldova, because Moldova will be NATO territory. Why don't you do that? I tell you why. Because your boss, Al Capone, says, shut the fuck up. That's why. You lost that opportunity in 1991. You know why? Because of Al Capone again. Because Al Capone made a deal with the Soviets, the bad guys. Now, who makes a deal with terrorists and the bad guys? Bad guys. Now, let me tell you what happened. They said, okay, Moldova cannot go back to Romania. It was taken from Romania. Moldova, the Republic of Moldova, Basarabia, cannot go back where it was stolen from by Stalin with a threat and ultimatum. We're going to queue up. That's what he said. And Romanians from Bucharest, like Gheorghiță, okay, don't take Bucharest, just take everything. Take the northwest of Romania, Transylvania, give it to the Hungarians, the Cadrilater, give it to the Bulgarians, Basarabia and Bukovina, give it to the Soviet Union, and then Stalin gave it to create a little Moldova thing over there, and then gave it to Ukraine, formed the Ukrainian. They gave everything, but don't take Bucharest. That's why I love very much those guys that did that to us. Okay, so let's see now who is Mr. Gheorghiță. And if you will be so tough, why don't you tell Al Capone, hey, give us Moldova, man, it's ours. Nah, don't even dare. They're vassal states. Gheorghiță, let's see Gheorghiță. This is in Romanian, so I have to translate if I remember Romanian. General locotenent Gheorghiță Vlad, locțitor pentru operații și instrucție al șefului statului major al apărării. Voila, c'est lui. That's the guy. So, poca, what I'm looking for, I want to see where he was educated and by whom. Remember, Romanians don't learn war now. Romania was in Europe, or at least our ancestors in Europe were before all these guys that teach us now the warfare. Over Romania, there were many migratory tribes. So we kind of have a little bit of experience. Not a big tribe anymore, but we were. So we have, let's say, Canada teaching Romanians how to fight. Like Romanians are tards somehow. Like these guys now, they're training the Ukrainians. Really? Who? The Netherlands? The Belgians are teaching the Ukrainians that have been fighting hot war with the Russians for 2 years. Those guys are light years ahead of the Belgians, Canadians, and others that were just, let me see how he's, yeah, that's war. No offense, that's reality. Hot war is different thing to stay outside. I can swim, I can beat Michael Phelps, I can beat the shit, but I never jump in the water to compete with him. But other ones competes with him, trains with him. You just stay outside. I can do that, I'm good. But you know what, I'm gonna train you. You're not even in the water. How do you know? Because I got the money. That's the only thing. How do you get the money? Bankers. Anyway, let's move here. Let's see what we find here. Oh, right here. He did a course of Sisteme de Comunicație și Informatică in Olanda. So, guys, he got the course of Systems of Communications and Information, let's say, in Olanda, Netherlands. No problem with that. Sometimes it happens, okay. And then he did what? He got a course postgraduate course in Bucharest and a course in operations of maintaining the peace on Obermargau, Germany. Okay, then he has a master in international relations and studies of security. Universitatea Lucian Blaga. The town is Hermannstadt, Sibiu. As well as a master in strategic studies, U.S. Army War College, SUA, United States of America. Got that? So he's trained in many, many places, which is good, which is good. Remember, that's good because that's where they take you and you sign the papers. Okay? Usually that's what happens. If people go with that's the way it usually is. You go and study abroad with a bursa. In English, it is a scholarship. Usually when you go over there, they're going to have some people showing up and they will say, you want to work for us? Defend your country? Yes, but you got to tell us a few things. And when we're going to contact you, you're going to tell us a few things. And when we activate you, you're going to fight for your country, but you're going to work for us. Who are you? Oh, we're CIA. Nice to meet you. All right. And they are sent in Romania and not all over, wherever. And then doors are open for these guys and they shoot, being about 23, 24-year-old. By 27, they're somewhere by the president of the country, by the prime minister, maybe an ambassador to the United States of America at what, 30 or something, like things you and I would have never dreamt. Regardless, we're not capable people like they are. Okay, so again, when I see these guys where he does courses, you say, yeah, it's part of NATO training. They all go through. Possibly, but I can't be an imbecile and I turn full retard and say, yeah, it's just part of the NATO training. I know too much about this kind of things to think like that. Oh, you want to think like that? Go ahead. I don't think like that because I know things. I know things. That's the way it works, my friends. Does it mean he's one of those guys? I don't know. Very possible if he talks like that. If he talks like that, possibly he was like, bzz, who there? New phone. Hey, remember me? Who do you? CIA. Oh, yeah. Sorry. What's the order? Oh, yeah, I gotta say that? Sure, certainly. Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will serve. Click. We're gonna prepare for war because Putin definitely will gonna attack us. I can feel in urine all that, okay? And my wife licks my balls every evening, shines them and looks into them like crystal balls. Therefore, she knows. And she tells me when I abuse her, then she tells me, honey, you're gonna be attacked. Romania. And I come out and I tell you. Why? Because I love my country. Okay, that's the national anthem of the... Yeah, my friends, so get ready for the war because you are under occupation. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And by the way, Romanians, while you are at it, why don't you take Moldova, Basarabia a little bit, and a part of the Odessa over there, and then incorporate it in your country if you're independent. Nah, Al Capone, CIA did not give permission. Sorry. Bye-bye. Mulțumesc mult. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.